All right, so I believe everyone should be able to hear us now. Hello, hello.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, looks like we're mostly set up. Do you want to message them or should I?
You do the countdown.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
welcome everyone to this beautiful all skills tournament and to probably the most hyped up match we have so far. Ax2u versus MonStahLer. Top 1 and top 2 of this category are racing in the final match of the Swiss tournament. So yeah, let's just enjoy the race. It should be a very fun one, especially since there is absolutely no stakes. Both runners are guaranteed to go to the next stage of the tournament. So let's just hope for the good race and maybe some sketchy strats, show offs and stuff like that. What do you think, Vice?
Yeah. I mean, obviously the risky strats are what's going to make the difference here. So I'm interested to see what they're comfortable with going for. I'm gonna count down the runners right now. So give me one moment. 2, 1, and go. So they should be starting shortly.
Yeah, right after stream delay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for kind of context, MonStahLer has held the world record for this category for about the past 2 to 3 months, I'd say.
Yeah.
And until yesterday, when Ax got a 49:38, so beating world record by 10 seconds. So, should be a pretty close race.
Yeah, both runners are having like 49 in this category. So I really expect some like close race unless we see like some significant mistakes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are hyping it up, like excited, like, oh, what if we see a world record or like 2 49s in this race? But like 49s are pretty tough. So
Yeah.
if they still have to get pretty solid RNG in order for us to be able to see that in these races here. And I don't necessarily expect a world record.
Yeah, me neither. I don't really expect like a new world record or like race PB or anything like that. It's really tight. And second, there's still nerves, not even because of the tournament position of the races, just because of the pressure that we ourselves put on top of them. Like we're basically hyping up this race so much that they should be nervous, like to show a good, to give a good show, you know.
It's a bit unfortunate, but not necessarily. Ooh, MonStahLer getting a hard fall there. I mean, both of these players are very popular streamers. They have quite the following too, so I know there's going to be a lot of people cheering both of them on.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also MonStahLer always goes for RNG soft fall, so it was like intentional hard fall.
Oh. Okay, well that makes more sense. Yeah, so just minor differences just coming from that hard fall. I'd say early game there isn't really a whole lot of like strat differences you even can do if you wanted to. Like everything's pretty set in stone, but later on for like say Soul Master or maybe like the Crusher Room in Peaks, we'll be able to see what they decide to go for.
Oh yeah, and especially since these racers have like pretty different mindset about some tricks and skips in this game, so it will be very fun to see. For example, like in the room after the next room in the Aspid arena, Ax2u goes for bottom plat double spike, and MonStahLer goes for the top plat. So there will be like the first like major strat divergence. I mean, like major-ish.
I'm at least under the impression that neither version saves time over the other, although you have potential to lose time if you go for the top plat version if you don't read their spawns correctly.
Yeah, for sure. For example, if you paid attention, you might like notice that MonStahLer jumped slightly before the Aspid spawned. So if like spawn RNG wasn't like that good, or if MonStahLer jumped too early, he might have missed it. Yeah.
So usually people typically go a little bit late, if anything, because going early is just a disaster, because then you just don't hit them at all.
Yes, exactly. And needless to say, they are going like neck and neck. Basically,
Yeah.
the only difference is RNG hardfall Monster took in King's Pass.
Yeah, and then just minor stuff. Neither got hit in the Grezzer drop. Very
Yeah.
very nice.
Very nice.
So
Indeed.
this could be RNG for world record. Who knows? Just getting started.
Yeah. Speaking of RNG, they're coming up to False Night, the first like really RNG dependent split. Part that can lose up to 2 seconds on the like worst case scenario. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. So ideally, we're looking for False Knight to just directly jump over them, because that means you never have to chase after False Knight in order to get hits. And then probably the worst case scenario is just full jumping as far away as possible.
Yeah. Ax gets like a mid RNG. Oh, that's.
Oh, they both go for the same strat.
Yeah,
Ax
and
got in an
get it.
extra hit. Yeah. I mean, great stuff so far.
Yeah,
With
very
top
good
player
execution.
early game. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just said the same thing that you said. Like,
All right, so it looks like just a 2-second difference. Just it looked like one missed nail swing from MonStahLer during the False Knight fight made it take one extra nail swing. But other than that, top player early game, there's really not that much to talk about.
yeah.
I guess in the meantime, while they're kind of doing this auto scroller ish part, yeah. So this is the final round of the Swiss tournament. We're going to use the results from this to feed into a top 16 bracket, where it's double elimination. So we'll start seeing people eliminated and eventually find our winner. So while this match is between the top two runners, this could happen again in our double elimination bracket.
Yes, exactly. And now racers will be going through the ancestral mount. And none of them is getting RNG for the Trinomial planks, and MonStahLer decides to fireball the husk to get 3 extra Geo and break the planks. It loses a bit of time, but gets Geo. And speaking of Geo, MonStahLer is actually 8 Geo ahead of Ax, which might sound as not a big deal, but it can have like make a difference later in the run.
I'm honestly surprised MonStahLer went for that, because MonStahLer was already really good on Geo.
Yeah, for sure.
And that extra is just like there will be no early game problems. Both of them getting hit. MonStahLer kind of having a more unfortunate hit, I would say.
Yeah. Because like Baldur just rolled away into the right corner, which even if you have like a good speed RNG, it still loses time. So you can see MonStahLer is already like maybe like 5 seconds behind, right?
Yeah, we'll see here. It's 42.82 for Ax and
9.
50. Okay, so about 7 seconds.
Yeah, about 7 seconds. Yeah. Lost some time in Ancestral Mount, which is a bit unfortunate. But
Yeah,
we'll see
and
what's good next.
both of these players are obviously insane, but I'd say on average, I mean, maybe this is just like personal, like what I see from these racers, but Ax is very much like just a strong early game runner. Some of the paces he gets are just insane. Whereas MonStahLer, most of the time, I see his strengths coming out in the late game.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not only your observation. That's like
that's another tough miss.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 like seconds of a time loss for missing that fireball skip from MonStahLer. But yeah, MonStahLer is really strong in his late game, and Ax is just like a well-rounded runner, like all around. And I would say the first fireball skip doesn't mean that much. It's like rather minor, just like 2 seconds, as I said before. But the second fireball skips, on the other hand, is quite important.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of time. And Ax is getting it. Very tight turnaround.
Ax only collecting 8 hits of soul in the room before. Can save time as long as you don't mess up anything here with the Moss Charger.
Yeah.
So all good, just enough soul for the third one.
Yeah.
And
Just barely
MonStahLer doing the second fireball skip just fine. And yeah, the only problem with missing the skips now for Monsta is already being behind. Every little bit adds up, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, Monster getting the second one. I mean, the third one. Nice. It's interesting that Ax actually caught up on Geo and now had more like fortunate most charger kill.
Yeah, you can range anywhere from like 1 to 2 Geo to getting, say, 7. So I wouldn't say either, like, neither of them are in trouble. I'd say 100 is definitely a safe spot to be.
Oh yeah, for sure. Monster is missing a nail hit, which forces him to go like for the weird Moss Knight fight, while Ax is like getting the double strut, double hit strut.
Yeah, if it was missing the double, it'd be fine, but missing the nail swing is definitely tough there for Monsta.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of Mothman Cloak times they end up with.
Ax
That
is
being said,
getting
Ax...
bad range on Moss Knights, unfortunate. Decides to tank a hit.
What kind of difference in time would you say there is between getting good versus bad Moss Knight RNG?
I would say it's like between like 2 and 4 seconds. It really depends on what the farthest one does. Like
I could have... Oh no.
Monster missed one of the fireballs because
Yeah.
he got left spawn. He had to like act somehow. So he shot one of the fireball early, and it seems that the second one was just barely out of range.
Right. So you almost certainly know more of the intricacies of this fight than I do, but Ax getting a relatively early nail throw, and that fight looks pretty nice.
Oh, and Monster is in danger.
Ooh.
I wonder if he decides to heal. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would do the same, like without any like second thought.
For sure. I did the same thing in my race, actually, so I totally respect it.
Yeah, this is just a smart decision all around. There's like really no reason to play hero in the Hornet fight, because dying to her loses like 3 minutes instantly.
Yeah. Alright. So we'll see the time difference. 7:55 load in for Ax. This is looking like...
Ax is having like absolutely insane early game pace here.
Yeah, I assume he'd typically want better than like a 7:50. Well, actually, yeah. His time's very good right now, like a 7:52 or something probably.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see the pickup.
And the difference is like
mentioned...
20-ish seconds, right? I am like looking for the Rick's message in the chat. Yeah, 22 seconds according to Rick's.
Alright. So I'm not sure what kind of fungal waste strats Monster typically goes for. I haven't actually watched... Oh wow.
I mean, there you go. It's definitely just a race show off, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that strat saves 0.1 seconds.
Yeah.
And dunking is just the worst feeling.
Yeah. Dunking's like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Go for like consistent save drop here. Yeah, just like that.
All right, well that's time save right there already.
And I think Monster goes to bottom route here. Yeah. So Monster relies on like 2 hits in the pre-Mantis Pogo room, which I found like too risky to go for. And Ax is going for the new optimal drop in the Mushroom room, which is just a current patch strat, which we just recently discovered to be actually faster than the normal 1-2-1 inventory drop. Who would have known that after so many years, current patch is the optimal one? But yeah, shoutouts to the timer mode.
For sure, it's allowed for a lot more strats like that to be discovered.
Yeah. Oh, Ax missing dash. Have to go for the inventory drop now. Yeah, just a minor like time loss again, like a second. Yeah, you can see Monster is really low on soul. He will have to get 2 hits in the next room. Oh, and Ax just barely clutches a Mantis Pogo. Wow, nice save. Got hit, but quick reaction allowed to still get the strat. And it's 9-2x Mantis Claw. Very, very good. Very good.
Yes. And then...
Yeah.
We should see MonStah also doing double dash right back, and I mean, otherwise, like, not a whole lot. I mean, obviously the dunk was the one major mistake from Ax. MonStah just got a, I think, one hard fall in the bouncy room, but that's it. Shouldn't be too much time change there, honestly. Maybe 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly 2 seconds according to Rix. And Ax2u is heading up to the Grass Mother through like the mostly any percent route, but skipping the Forgotten Crossroads tag. This is pretty straightforward split so far, but you can do some mistakes, and of course you can get screwed by Gross Mother, like baby spawn RNG. So we'll see how it goes for both runners.
Yeah, that's almost certainly the main thing we'll be looking for. Otherwise, I know some people aren't the biggest fan of skipping Crossroads Stag because they say the movement from Dirtmouth to Peaks is boring because you're just dashing across very long rooms, but well, it's the fastest route, so everyone's just had to deal with it.
Yeah, I actually remember the time when it got routed by you, and like, what? Like, you just like dash across 3 rooms. How can it be faster than going from the stag? Well, yeah.
Yeah, so X got the flying up spawn, and unfortunately didn't quite get the pogos to save it. So a little bit of a rough like straight kill as MonStah gets better RNG.
Yeah, but Ax got a pretty decent cleanup. Just one little Grazer survived it. So yeah, we'll see how MonStah handles the cleanup.
Misses 2. All right,
Yeah,
so
two.
Probably ended up being roughly even.
Yeah, I would say so as well. And MonStah decides to bench after Salubra, while Ax is setting up the Shade Skip. And MonStah is actually behind on Geo now, like solid 7 Geo behind. So the tables have turned a little bit since the very early game.
I wonder where the missed Geo came in, because typically I believe you end up with like 200. So maybe missing some Grezzer RNG, or maybe Ax got extra Mantis Geo that I missed.
Yeah, it's either Mantis Geo or like better Must Charger luck. That's what I usually found. Like extra Geo comes from, or like you have a short. None of them got Fireball, so this is very good.
Yeah, no unfortunate damage tanks or misses either, so not that you'd expect that.
And this is like a load normalizer cycle.
Yeah. Typically that Great Husk Sentry, I guess unless you're playing on like a potato PC, can't be in your way, but with load normalizer, it's very common for that guy to just be like right in your face, and it's honestly really annoying to deal with. It looks like MonStah didn't have to deal with that, but X did on the way to Gorgeous Husk.
Oh, MonStah misses the hit on the lever. 12:20 downward transition to the King Station. Like it's like really solid time.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear what kind of reference points people have for their times. So do you typically look at your time through that bottom transition?
I look at the time when I go to the elevator room, and if it's like sub 12, then I'm getting nervous because it's like a sick pace. And if it's like 12:05, 12:10, it's like, okay, like we take those. And if it's above 12:10, then yeah, it's like a bad run.
Interesting. All right, so you get the Gorgeous Husk kill from Ax. And MonStah following up here. MonStah took two hits on the way down through the elevator room.
Yeah, so he had really unfortunate spawn from the bottom guys.
Yeah, that's more time loss, unfortunately. MonStah not getting not getting the RNG he wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like 25 seconds roughly is what I'd estimate. I mean, yeah. Now we're gonna have to start seeing some optimal stuff from Monster to catch up. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen that drop before.
Yeah, this is like some new stuff that got loved.
The drop from Monster and King Station.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
While Ax2u is looking quite nice. It's not quite 820 plus, but it's still okay. Nothing criminally low. Monster is a bit like... Oh, Monster almost upslashed the hopper on the like top platform. I've never seen that before.
Wow. Can it even reach that height? I guess probably.
I don't know, but it looked really close. Got me like super confused. Monster just... Oh, it's just barely enough. Oh my god.
Yeah, because what 48? So you get a total of 96 from both hopper rows. Coming in with 707 is just scraping by.
Oh, and Monster got stuck in the corner, unfortunately. Didn't
Yeah.
get the float though. So no major glitch.
Yeah, good. I think we've only had one major glitch so far this tournament.
Yeah. From you.
Yeah. All right, so making our way to Shade Soul. It looks like X going top route. Top route being what more people are familiar with, and I think is considered slightly more consistent with soul collection.
Yeah,
So,
definitely
like,
get more soul.
I definitely respect that in a race situation.
I would say that the fastest possible time you can also get only with top route, but I don't have like a strong evidence.
Well, I'd be interested to see it.
When you get like the clean pogo on the husk, if he like spawned to the top to the very left, so you don't have to do any like wall links. And if like both guys before Gorgeous Husk give you like the perfect spawns and perfect movement patterns, which doesn't happen every time, unfortunately.
That makes sense. All right, neither of them going for the wall cling storage, like the long wall cling storage to skip Spire Pogo, and both of them getting the nice like insta dash after hitting lever skip.
Yeah.
It gives you more soul collection.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that Monster was a bit worried his lever skips recently, and it's very nice that he got it first try. Oh, Wax is getting every Geo from the Soul Twister, which puts him at 43, which is very comfortable amount.
Yeah.
This is the position you want to be in, definitely.
Definitely little worries coming to the King Station split. We'll have to see how Monster makes up for this lack of Geo.
And this is like 15 for X Shade Soul. Damn, this is like very good early game.
Yeah. My typical I've mentioned this before, but my typical reference point is the Desolate Dive pickup sub 18 minutes. If yes, it's a really good pace.
Yeah, same. I don't get sub 18 often, but when I get, I become like super hyped and usually choke the run later because of that. Oh, Ax misses dash slash. Got stuck in the ceiling.
They both had kind of funny.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, okay, got it. I thought that he gets kidnapped by elevator. Like sometimes when you mess with elevators, like in such like tight way, elevator can just broke and stop reacting to lever hits. So you have to ride it all the way down.
That'd be pretty unfortunate luck. It was funny that they both made a kind of silly mistake at the same time. Monster dashing in the wrong direction because of wall cling storage, and Ax just dash slashing into the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right.
But both getting very clean Soul Warrior though.
Yeah, that's definitely the more popular way of killing Soul Warrior is
almost having to get a damage tank. and there's like some hitbox shenanigans on that wall, which makes you unable to. I would kill him. Like in
Yeah.
this situation, having so low
If you're low
would
on
kill.
Geo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Unfortunately, Monster just getting like really bad RNG there. Like compared to what's average in that room, that was rough.
Yeah, that was really rough. I am really interested to see like the second phase of the Soul Master though, because Ax is going for like rather easy but consistent damage tank strat, and Monster usually does some like really sketchy stuff on the wall.
Yeah, Axe does this method, which is my personal favorite. It's consistent. Misses both nail swings though. That
Yeah.
it's not really
Oh,
good.
misses 3. Gets good RNG from Soul Master, so it doesn't matter much.
That was just good
Oh,
luck
Monster.
from Axe.
Monster's getting some rough fight, but yeah, handles it.
Yeah. The look down, I can't imagine Monster's happy with
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Will he go for the wall strat though on 3 HP? Like technically
Oh,
don't
we'll
have
have
to
to see
damage
here.
tank, but oh, of course he goes. Why wouldn't he?
Oh, going for this one, which I've seen you do, and looks really
Yeah,
cool.
oh, yeah, he just gets it cleanly. This is like what Monster is good at, doing this like super sketchy and tight on input strats.
Yeah, just super sick stuff. But unfortunately, despite all that, hey, that Sanctum was just worse than Axe's because of bad RNG. Like regardless
Yeah,
of the execution in phase 2, which
yeah,
was
for sure.
like really good for Monsta, but just bad luck kind of overwrote that in the rest of the split.
And still very low on Geo.
Yeah, hopefully can make moves to the left here. Doesn't go for the dash slash storage. Makes more sense.
For sure. I would get like more soul from the soul totem probably. To get like more soul for like killing more husks.
That's true. I think the
Oh, Mrs. Lampogo.
yeah, I don't think Axe even went for Lamp Pogo, but I think the popular thing now to get more soul is to grab that soul jar right at the bottom of this big elevator room.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you know like how much that affects timing.
How Monster does it, it doesn't lose really any time, and with Axe strat, which is like dash slash an elevator from the very left, it loses about a second. So in his case, the more preferable way is to hit soul totem, like to the left, and maybe like wait like a half a second before going into the transition, instead of going for the soul jar. So it really depends on your elevator strats, I guess.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, so chat pointing out it's about a 30-second difference now.
Axe still
Let's see.
decides to go to the left. I guess it's fine because he didn't have soul to fireball immediately.
Yeah, I think that's honestly fine. If Monster collects more soul here, I actually don't think like he'll lose any time really. Just being able to like D-Dark and then fireball immediately.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if the dark kills almost all the husks. So yeah, he got soul for 2 spells, which is very good.
And
and yeah.
actually it looks like it was like a hit off. It's probably because the soul totem gave him like an inconsistent amount.
Exactly. It probably had like 5.9.
Yeah.
It's fine though. Nice little dash slash air stall, very swag from Monsta. And very like hard to pick it up if you're not actively watching his stream, his screen.
Yeah. Otherwise clean. In this case, kind of the bigger mistakes we're looking at from Axe that are like realistically could happen in order for Monster to come back is probably like getting like second try spike tunnel. Ooh, that'd be like 8 seconds or so. Kind of those things, because you wouldn't expect like any other major mistakes. Like there's almost certainly no death happening in this race.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't expect like death in CPX from any of those. Like even though it can happen in their like casual streams, of course, like in the race they will make anything to avoid this kind of situation.
And like they're most likely going to hit one cycle as well, like odds are. So where else do you think the time save lies? For either of them?
Malux RNG, like the one that can hit you out of C dash.
Yeah, that's true.
Hornet 2, of course. Like Hornet 2 can always like screw you. And maybe Wraith's Arena, it can be harsh sometimes.
Pogax actually here could potentially.
Yeah, I think Monster doesn't go for Pogax these days. But Ax hitting it pretty nicely.
Yeah, even with the dash slowing down a tiny bit, it's still way more worth guaranteeing that you hit it.
Yeah.
Here it looks like X went for your optimization in this room.
Yeah, unfortunately hit the
make
ceiling,
cycles
so
better.
couldn't go for the actual God Pixel. It was a bit of cycle. I didn't go for the right side, probably because of load normalizer. Yeah, Monster skipping Pogax.
Okay, shouldn't make too much of a difference. Apparently X 6 seconds ahead of PB right now. So
Yeah.
well, we'll keep an eye on that throughout the race.
For sure.
Oh wow!
Monster didn't cling to the wall.
Yeah,
Still got like the same cycle that Ax got.
The timing with the laser being in your face sometimes just makes it really difficult to get through that room. Like, we've been spoiled by playing without normalizer, so switching to it is sometimes a rude awakening.
Oh yeah. Ax going for the underblood. Get your woos in the chat. There you go. Good job, chat.
So X doesn't go for this dash slash storage that Monster just hit.
Yeah, Ax doesn't go for any of them. He's like anti dash slash storage gang.
Unfortunate that the current world record holder is against progress.
Monster goes for like swag setup for the damageless cycle with Pogo on the spikes.
Yeah, well, for setting up the damage tank version, that is.
Yeah, for damage tank version. Oh no, Ax missing the Crusher cycle just like barely. And now the Crushers are completely desynced.
I think he went for the cycle that's not possible.
Yeah, like, I was watching Monster's screen, so can't tell.
Really weird how X went for that wall clink storage. Like
maybe he like cancelled inventory drop in the incorrect timing and just like couldn't react to the muscle memory and it just took over.
Yeah. Alright, so Monster has time to save here. I don't know if he goes for the... Okay, so is on the fast cycle currently.
Yeah.
Can he hit it?
Oh yeah, he decides to wait.
wait.
I think this is a good decision because it looked very sketchy.
Yeah, it would have been tight, but
sure.
Definitely saving time. Sick wall cling storage, of course.
Sick wall cling storage, indeed, yeah.
And X just textbook mound other than that little standing on the plank. If Ax had happened to get one hit on the, if the Crystal Hunter flew close enough during the spike pogo, Ax would have actually had enough soul to get the dive here on the Dream Mill split. That's interesting.
I think, yeah, both of them are going for this Crystal Pogo. And should be fine for Monster as well. Yeah, Monster should definitely save some time. Did Monster miss one hit?
Yeah, I accidentally turned around.
Yeah. Okay.
It swung in the wrong direction. All right, so yeah, probably time save just because the dunk in the crushers was pretty unfortunate from Ax. We'll have to go back and look at how that happened. My guess is he went for the cycle that wasn't possible. I don't know why, but yeah. So we'll see an update. 2 seconds saved by MonStahLer. So 35-second difference.
It's wild that most of the time that MonStahLer lost to Ax was in the first like 3-4 splits, like in the green path, in the ancestral mount in green path, and then, and that's basically that was like 20 plus.
Yeah, I mean it went from 2 seconds to 22 seconds just from ancestral mound and green path. So
yeah, it's
that's
like
pretty
really
huge.
crazy how early game can screw the rest of the run.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, what Munster's early game ended up being like an 8-15 or something, or 8-17 Mothwing Cloak, and for most
Yeah.
of, like, I'd say anyone who's in say top 20 for all skills would be unhappy with that. It's just unfortunate, but there's a lot more race to go. So
Yeah, definitely still a room for a time save or like for a big mistake.
exactly.
We'll see how Ax will fight Watcher Knights, which is by many people, like many people consider it to be an easy fight, but it's only easy if your goal is to survive the fight. If you want to go fast, you have to do some really sketchy stuff
Yeah.
and have a quick decision making and like handle rolls away and stuff like that. We'll see all of that in a short moment.
Yeah, so we should see here this first night is 100% consistent. No matter what it does, you can always
Yeah.
kill it. Just 3 instant spell casts. Here's the like biggest time difference. That RNG should be fine if most of the spell hits.
Yeah, you can see how Ax like delaying a couple of his dives, like getting the spacing of the spells just exactly in time to get both of them quickly. Goes for the Shade Soul spawn, instantly kills. Oh no, just one nail hit away from like the quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, was it a tiny bit too slow getting nail hits, but otherwise, like that was I'd say decent RNG.
Yeah, indeed. And you can see like monster handling, like rolling away by the first guy with the Shade Soul double.
Yeah.
Nice, and get the second pair instantly, even though one of them almost rolled away.
So it looked like it looks like they got the same RNG, but Monsters actually was better RNG. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah.
And roll. Oh, fake roll actually saves monster.
Thing.
Yeah. The fake roll for the save. You love to see that.
I mean, definitely a little slip up there in the third pair and saved by by bugs essentially.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
game bugs, not haha Hollow Knight bugs. But yeah. So in the second phase, it looked like they got the same RNG because it's like, oh, the knight bounced, but for Monster it was actually better because it bounced like right on top of the other one, whereas for
Yeah,
X
yeah.
they separated.
That's why Monster killed the second pair a little bit faster. He didn't have to like delay anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And still like very good decision making by both racers on Watcher Knights. Like very good understanding of the fight and like handling the patterns. Ax? Yeah, yes. Very good job. I like saw it immediately and Ax just like looked at his Geo counter. Very good for him.
I think Ax was doing the math in his head to count how much Geo he missed from the chest, and was like, "Wait a second, there's something wrong."
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
definitely a good save because that would have been a actually pretty major mistake there.
70 Geo is a lot. Is not something you can easily compensate for sure. Like 50 Geo, maybe you can clutch with the div out on the way back. 70 is, I don't know what to do.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Nice fall. The elevator shaft from Ax. Yeah,
first
all
try
right.
spike tunnel.
So first try spike tunnel, like that could have been like, because even one miss is pretty major. So if Monsta misses here, that's gonna be really tough to catch up.
Yeah, Ax is going for the fireball. Monster gets enough soul for the fireball as well. None of them wants like to risk it.
Yeah. All right. First try everything from Ax. Yep. A little bit of lag on my end. I don't know if you had
Oh,
that.
and Monster is jumping a bit too high. Oh, and a second time a
Ooh.
bit too high as well. Yeah,
It's a
he
third
actually
try.
jumped a bit high on the third one too, but delayed Pogo a little bit, which actually made the setup possible. So a good
Yeah.
adjustment on third try. Unfortunately, we'll lose a bit more time. It's like 8 seconds if you missed it twice. Something along these lines.
Yeah, I'd say maybe closer to 10,
Maybe closer to 10, yeah.
but gets the rest first try. 2 health is fine going into this room where Ax is. Ax
Ax
getting
is
the bad
going,
RNG.
yeah, going for the backup C dash. Quite safe. I would say, like, if I were to choose RNG from, like, bad RNG from those guys, I would choose this one because, like, safe C dash is at least some kind of a consistent strat. And when the second guy stops you, you just have to, like, dash over the very inconsistently placed platforms and hope that you won't get sniped.
Yeah. In general, I'd say probably the second one hitting you is probably the worst RNG in my opinion, just because
Exactly.
it feels scarier.
Yeah, totally agree. And Monster is getting
Getting the same.
exactly the same RNG here. And going for the same C dash, avoiding the snipe, you love to see it.
Yeah.
Everyone should do this safe C dash. It like saves so many runs actually.
All right. Monsta's just going to be in a little bit of a uneventful spot, so we can look over at Axe's Maulers for now.
Yeah, misses one nail hit. Oh, misses the dash? Just walks off the platform. Interesting.
Not sure what happened there.
Yeah. Goes for the
It's
damage
a nice
tank.
hit.
Yeah, didn't get hit out. Oh, gets hit one more time. Oh, misses the pogo just barely. Okay, that's fine. Probably will get hitless here, yeah. And 3 HP for the broken vessel should be more than enough to get a good fight.
Yeah. Overall, that was fine. Monsta can save a couple seconds if he gets hitless, other than the one obviously, and gets base and skip first try because Ax just didn't go for it.
Yeah, and Monster always go for it, to my knowledge. Oh my god, almost got hit out of C-dash.
Okay, so it looks like they got hit in the same place on the Maulers. Oh, Ax could have ended that fight earlier with a Shade Soul.
Almost, Monster misses twice the base and skip, which means he won't save any time to Ax, unfortunately.
Yeah, they got the same Mauler. So,
A nice swag float from Monster. Yeah, Monster is doing lots of like small swag things that lots of people will just like miss, but we can appreciate.
Yeah. Oh, wanted that Shade Soul to double and it just didn't.
Yeah. I sometimes I feel that like doubles on broken vessel are just like random.
Yeah, just sometimes the momentum just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall that was not the strongest fight from Monsta.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that as a discredit to Monsta. Like it happens. Sometimes the RNG doesn't work out and you just don't execute with what you're given.
Yeah, and like it's also sad because the optimal broken vessel fight is just so fast that getting even like little less than optimal always loses you a bunch of time.
Exactly. And X got like pretty close to what is optimal, so
Yeah.
X just is playing consistently like solid.
Yeah, Ax never goes for the Shade Soul double that you go for example. So it loses like a second or what, like second and a half optimally, but The Darkest just works 100% of the time.
Yeah. All right, so Hornet 2 coming up. How much do you think bad RNG versus good RNG like changes?
Uh, I would say if you get absolutely screwed, you will play like 10, like 12 seconds of your gold. But it's a bit more sketchy for Ax because his gold is like 217. So yeah, I don't know. Like I would say, like in the worst case scenario, he will lose like 15 seconds to his gold. But in like absolutely worst case scenario, on average, I would say within 10 seconds, your gold is like, you know, we take those in the race.
Yeah, for sure. MonStahLer taking the hidden station bench, which essentially is no time loss.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably a, well, it depends on if they're watching the stream or not as well, but if I
Most
know,
always takes it, to my knowledge, in races.
Okay.
I definitely seen him doing that in the previous race.
okay, that's good to know. We'll see how this goes.
Double into a single, nice, just to unstagger Hornet. Some good positions from double. Decides to wait a bit.
Yeah, I think it was just hesitating mainly.
Yeah. Pretty good fight so far, I would say. And another. That wasn't a double? What? Or. I guess like restream sound delayed a bit, but it seemed like a very fast fight.
Yeah, definitely like on the faster end. That's something
Yeah.
I'd be happy with.
And good
And then
walking storage without any bonks. So like clean.
MonStahLer. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just finished.
Yeah, MonStahLer not going for the more recent stuff of hitting the Bellfly and the Aspid on the way to the fight. So starting with less soul as well.
Still getting some good DPS so far. Doesn't get G-baited for parries. Good reaction. Oh, missed one nail hit. I've got another double.
Oh, wanted to stagger Hornet before that attack. That was
Yeah.
just barely didn't catch it in time.
He definitely gets a bit like less lucky, but still handles it pretty well. Just a couple rough spots. I would say okay fight as well, but didn't look faster than Ax fight.
Yeah, the tough spot is when like you decide to spend all your soul and you just need to get enough hits to stagger Hornet, and then if you don't get it and she does like the like what is it, the yarn attack or whatever around her, I don't know why I call it that.
Yeah. You just have to either damage tank or wait.
Yeah, so seeing that happen is just like you want to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah. In runs, I usually just damage tank, but in a race, I don't know. I'd probably wait.
Yeah.
Unless like full HP and it's like mid of the fight. Meanwhile, Ax gets pretty clean Cyclone Slash so far. Gets like a C dash after Bellfly section, which is like very good. Didn't get like C dash glitch or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, can you get that on bench flies?
Oh yeah, I definitely had that on bench flies.
Oh wow.
I recently realized that you can get C dash glitch during Great Slash if like most chargers spawns to the left.
Oh wow. Yeah, that makes sense. MonStahLer getting the pretty impressive dash under the lip while the Bellfly like was still there because he didn't kill it on the way to Hornet. So honestly, a pretty clutch dash there.
And this dash is pretty sketchy because there's like a part of the ceiling that like bonks out a little bit, like it like steps out, so it's very, very tight.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty solid in Cyclone Slash. I'm not sure if it's like a gold or anything, but it looked pretty good. Just saying that Ax is still 3 seconds ahead of his own PB.
Ahead or behind?
Ahead.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just keep an eye on it near the end. Like
Yeah.
during the race, it's not as big a deal to keep track of.
And Ax will be going for the Cyclone Slash here, yeah, and we'll see if he gets Crystal Dash glitched. No, this run is pretty blessed so far. In terms of like spaghetti, you know. Oh, and gets a Heartfall just barely.
I mean, I'd say overall the RNG for X's run so far has been, oh wow, another hard fall.
Yeah,
Nothing to complain about. Like
yeah, for sure.
even the Watcher Knight RNG was just like a tiny mess up from Axe's side as opposed to the RNG being like unrecoverable. And then
Ax will be going for the inventory drop here. Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Yeah, not like the cleanest implementation of his own strat, but we take those. Ax never goes for Crystal Dash in this room, just to avoid any possibility of Crystal Dash glitch.
Is it actually
Overall.
faster in that room to Crystal Dash?
Yeah. There's like you just Crystal Dash and then dash over to the room by hitting like two big jellies. It's very sketchy, and like you probably should never go for it, but people do.
Monster not going for some of the Cyclone drops here in this split that were recently found. I have to assume that's probably because of not following up with all of the like recent discoveries as opposed to not wanting to do them.
Yeah, probably. Maybe just not having like proper time to practice them.
This always looks crazy for Monster, this Cyclone drop.
Yeah. Already 2 HP down, shouldn't be that much of an issue. Yeah, you see what Monster goes for this strat, like C-dash here and hitting like this jelly with the Crystal Dash. Yeah, this is like current fastest strat for this room. And
Nice.
Ax gets clean one cycle. We'll go for the walking storage here. Gets 2 jumps in the air. Definitely not a major glitch. Monster is getting like a little wings glitch when you land on the floor.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, this is a fast slide. It works when you press left and right at the same time while being on the wall. It doesn't work with the Sausage Cleaner, just with like vanilla and handling.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Monster doesn't like use a Sausage Cleaner. Probably, yeah, clean,
Nice. All right.
clean one cycle as
Same
well.
thing for Monster. Just
Yeah.
clapping back.
Just as you said in the beginning of the race.
Yeah. So now we're getting to the part where it's getting harder to catch up. I don't know what the difference is right now, but I have to assume it's at least like 45 seconds.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say like 40-ish seconds.
So we're gonna, if Monster wants to catch up, he's gonna have to look for a mistake from Ax, which at this rate, I think Ax is gunning for world record. Why not? So, like, there is the potential of going for all the risky stuff.
I think based on previous races from Ax, he doesn't look at his timer usually during the race, and he doesn't have his splits on. But I am pretty sure he understands that he's on a great pace.
Yeah.
Like, there is just absolutely no like possibility that he doesn't.
He has to know his pace is good, and
For sure.
like, he's the kind of person who would go for it anyways. Ooh, a little bit of
Wings in the acid.
yeah.
Oh, misses a ball grab here. Quick recovery. Still like probably 151, 152 pace from Ax on the split so far, which is like really sick.
Monster goes for some. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just saying, Monsta has some cheeky stuff leaving archives, like just dash slash to stall in the air and some wall jumps to get past Luma flies that are funny.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the setup to get the damage into the right, into the left direction.
Yeah. Although recently, left side archives exit being the big thing that people have been doing to exit even faster.
There's still some annoying RNG, but even on average, it gets like best results. I wonder if Ax. Oh,
yeah.
just a bit too low. Yeah. Will Ax go for the swag jump?
Yeah, it just needs to.
For sure.
Yeah. Avoided the dunk. Very good.
And like 40 flat, great slash or something along these lines. Definitely great.
Wow. Yeah.
Chat is already going a bit crazy over Ax space. You'll have to see that.
We should chill a little bit longer.
Yeah. Hold your success. Meanwhile, I think Monster's great slash looks a bit cleaner so far. Like no hits and no like missed wall jumps.
Yeah. The only thing being the slower archives exit.
Yeah.
Other than that, should be a relatively, actually probably a little bit of time save, just because hitting that Duranda is some time loss.
Oh no!
Ax brain farting really bad.
There you go.
Like, Ax was definitely low enough the first time, but
yeah,
like doubted it and fell in the acid a couple times.
Yeah, this C dash is a bit tricky because of the Isma steer.
Yeah, keeps sucking you in.
Yeah. We'll see if refs Arena treats him well. I still don't know how to pronounce this word, so bear with me.
Which one?
Rates?
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, okay. I actually practiced. It's very hard.
You got it. No worries. Alright, so that's 41-15 Wraiths for Ax. We'll see where Monsta lies.
Yeah. Monsta's getting Crystal Dash first try. And goes for the like top Crystal Dash, yeah. We'll see if he goes for any like cool strats in the arena. Like Great Slash or maybe like some like sneaky like Shade Souls to kill like 3 or more, because Monsta doesn't go for like top Crystal Dash to kill 2 squids. So he usually gets like more enemies into in the arena, which allows for like, I would guess, more efficient soul collection, but definitely gets more risky if squids don't behave. But he gets it cleanly.
Yeah. So, not bad. Definitely time save because of the missed C dashes from Ax.
Yeah, 2 splits were definitely cleaner for Monsta, but it's not enough so far to like get close.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I can't really come up with what can do it here. Maybe like falling on Lighthouse Climb.
Yeah, like
all the way down.
in the dark deep nest, or I don't know what else.
Yeah, either climb probably.
Or like, yeah, siblings climb. I mean, THK can be like, can do really bad things to your pace, but yeah. I wouldn't expect like I wouldn't expect any of them to lose like 30 seconds there. It's just not happening, you know.
All right, Ax here deciding not to go for the Cyclone in that room before the Dark Room.
Yeah, I think he never goes for it.
Monster Cyclone.
Yeah.
Oh, did he do the Cyclone in the Dark Room?
Yeah, Ax does Cyclone in the Dark Room. Pretty clean so far.
Yeah, just trying to keep an eye on both runners because they're both in pretty like important sections, I'd say.
Yeah, like long room with Petros can go really sideways, but Monster does a great job to react to all the Petros positions, which weren't great actually. And Monster
Yeah.
definitely goes for the Cyclone here.
Missing
Very
a hit
clean
of
Cyclone.
soul. I don't know where you like prefer to get this hit from, but generally if I
would-
come in with a missing hit, I'm
Oh, Ax, yeah. Ax does the Monster. Missing this double jump. And I think Monster will go. Oh, Monster is down to 2 HP. Actually, I would say that Monster will go to the Great Slash on the Dew out, but with 2 HP, this damage tank is not possible, unfortunately. Definitely not during the race. So I think Monster will have to
hit the spider.
not hit the spider. You can do like dash slash on the way out. So like,
Yeah.
8 soul is perfectly fine. He just needs to make sure that 2 spells will kill the Dew out. Just a bit careful, nothing too bad. Just please don't go for the damage tank, although I'm pretty sure he won't. Monster goes for the left side, these then couple cooldown. No, he actually goes for it, please. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if you don't bonk into Dew out and instead miss a little bit and get bonked into his clothes instead, you get damaged twice instead of once, and it's like, yeah. Rip. Holy. Okay, that was like a bit of a heart attack. but well, Monster may be very confident in this damage tank strat.
Yeah. I mean, that's clutch there, making sure you don't lose too much time.
Yeah. Wow. That was like, yeah. That was super sketchy.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
bye.
was gonna say. Went for such an early Shade Soul. Like, I guess hoping for a double. I personally
Either
would
hoping
have.
for a double or hoping for the early aggro from the Dew out.
Yeah, because Monster got the early aggro, but it backdashed the D-Dark, so it ended up
Yeah.
hurting. It
I mean,
dashed.
still, like 2 hits is just a second. Like, not a big deal, I guess, but like at this point, literally everything counts, and Ax is having very clean Shade Cloak so far. We'll see how siblings treat him.
Yeah.
Oh, got bonked.
That was the really good RNG too. Just accidentally.
Survive! I beg you, please.
Okay, he's fine.
Okay,
He's fine.
okay,
He's fine.
yeah, he's fine. He's definitely fine.
As soon as he got past the big mass of them.
Yeah. It's okay, just a little throw for content.
Yeah.
Nothing to be. Also, very good reaction. I see him hesitating whether like to up slash the sibling or to like go above. And as soon as he's seen that there is no like second one, he decides to go above, which is like a solid choice, because up slashing the enemy at 1 HP, like hitboxes, input buffers,
For
better
sure.
not mess with it.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. Like, yeah, see, Monster getting the good RNG as well. So they got the same RNG, but X just like accidentally damage tanked it, and things went south pretty quick.
Yeah. So Monster will save a bit more time here as well, but still not quite enough. Yeah, Monster definitely started like catching up close to the early game, but all the advantage that Ax built up throughout the like early mid game really like big like effect on the race. Impact, yeah, this is the word. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay. Like,
did that still kill it?
I don't know.
I think I heard it.
I think I heard it too, but like on the very edge. It doesn't really matter because like C-dash on the way back would totally kill this
Oh,
Shadow Creeper.
Would it? Because it still has 10 health.
I mean, if not C-dash glitch, it will kill him because 10 and less dies from Crystal Dash if it works.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was less health than that.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
he
And
definitely
did
died.
kill it. So we'll keep an eye on both here, but this climb's important.
Yeah, it's very important. Ax2u goes for the underplot here, yeah, as well as MonStah, and goes for the 5 hits of Soul before THK. And we already see 2 hits of Soul here. And triple Spike Pogo, another hit here. Oh, he was just a little bit like faster than the cycle. Suffering from success. You often hate to see it. Yeah, like this climb is a bit specific. You need to go fast, but not too fast, you know?
Yeah.
So in this particular strat, like good climb usually looks like a high 31. And MonStah was a bit low on the Crystal Dash.
Yeah. That's pretty unfortunate there.
Yeah, let's see the climb on his part. I think MonStah goes for like 3 or 4 hits of Soul here. Yeah, he skips 1 here.
It's interesting that everyone's decided that going under that platform there at the beginning is
and
the
MonStah
strat.
goes like it's really safe though. Like it's insanely consistent. I haven't failed it once, I think, and the other one always gave me trouble.
That's fair, I mean, especially in a race.
Yeah.
Alright, so we will...
So 4 HP should be fine for Ax.
Yeah, I assume he just goes for it. This can very easily still be a 49.
Oh but, yeah, this is like solid 49 pace so far with like good THK especially.
But world record's definitely out of the question at this point.
Oh yeah, but it has to be like... It has to like be comp-sob by a lot for... Like,
it'd have to be comp-sob by like 5 seconds.
Yeah, which...
It'd have to be like a 50 fight.
yeah, not happening. Unless...
Oh wow, really good Cyclone.
Yeah.
Alright, so we can see when the scream ends for a rough estimate of the time. So this could be a 49 4x with a really good fight, or a 49 5x easily.
5x. Yeah, totally agree. Goes for the shade, so cool. Probably just to stagger him.
Yeah. Really solid fight so far.
Absolutely destroys THK. And guts like into the scream. That's actually really fast. Just like full on obliteration. Instant nice spacing on the... Oh yeah, he guts it. Nice. This is 49 unless it's like frame perfect soft lock. No, it's not.
Gets it. Yeah.
Yeah, gets it.
Like insane pace for a race.
Absolutely insane, yeah.
So that's easily tourney record. Not world record though.
Yeah. And meanwhile, like, MonStah starts on THK, gets like a dash into a triple.
45? Yeah, 45.
That's like really good.
So beat old world record in this race.
Yeah, actually Ax beat MonStah PB here.
Yeah. Pretty insane.
Like, yeah, like... Meanwhile, MonStah is looking like for low 50, like 2x probably, gets a Cyclone, nice. Oh my god, this was such a quick second phase.
So it looks like it's gonna barely be a 3x.
Yeah, barely be a 3x, like, I agree. Maybe like...
50, 37.
37, maybe like... Yeah. Still pretty decent time for a race. I would guess in any like other situation apart from like race against Ax2u, this would most likely be a win.
Yeah, I mean, even against mere Axe that can win depending on the day, like that's a really good race time as well.
Yeah, that's a very good time from both racers. And yeah, actually Monster saved some time in the late game indeed, but unfortunately not enough. Still like GG's racers, and I think we're gonna have them both here soon.
Yep. I marked them both as done. They should be
Nice.
joining shortly. But yeah, overall, like it's just Axe played a little bit cleaner. Like I wouldn't say that there was no real like big mistakes other than Spike Tunnel and like Green Path was just tough early game. Like starting 22 seconds behind.
Yeah, really, it's really interesting that most of the time lost was in the early game, and then like Sanctum was the biggest time loss in the like close to mid game, and then it just like back and forth a little bit in most like more in favor of Ax.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like they are both joining. So everyone, get your questions ready, Value included.
Hello, guys.
Hello. GG's.
I believe MonStahLer will be joining us momentarily.
Yes. GG's. Congrats on the race time. Tourney record.
Thank you. I am pretty surprised and happy with myself on that one, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, crazy stuff. Like you got the RNG for it and I mean, executed.
Yeah. I mean, there were some parts lacking in execution, like that howling rate split, but we don't talk about those.
Yeah, but it looks like a bit of a brain fart there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Monster in the setup channel. Monster can join. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. GG, MonStah.
GG's. Feeling kinda bad about my performance, but at least we got a 49 in the race, so that's fun. Congrats.
I mean, yeah, I might be tooting my own horn here a little bit, but a 49-45 isn't exactly easy to run against, so
Yep.
I wouldn't feel too bad.
Hey, I mean, still a great race from both of you. Vali, do you have any questions?
Yeah. I want my first question is to Monster. How do you feel about going for the great slash damage tank on the give out at 2 HP? What was that?
I mean, it's a consistent strat, so as long as you believe in what you've practiced, it shouldn't be too scary.
I was like losing my mind over here because I went for it multiple times, like missed it half the time and decided that it's too advanced for me going rounds. So I was like really scared. But
Yeah. I would be more scared of that Hornet 1 fight.
oh yeah, that was actually a very good decision to heal. I would like 100% do the same like twice.
Oh, were you low going into Hornet 1 or what?
Yeah, I'm kind of blanking on what happened in Green Theft, but I ended up walking into the Hornet fight with 2 health, and then she didn't do the instant backup, so I just walked into her.
Yeah, that's a bit spooky.
Yep.
Yeah, so a large chunk of the time difference ended up being from like Ancestor Mount and Green Path. You guys were 22 seconds apart at Mothwing Cloak. And then I mean, other than that, like you both played pretty well. Like got mixed bag of RNG.
I guess like the only place after Mothman Cloak with a big time loss, it was like a Sanctum, where I believe Monster lost like 15 seconds. There were some Soul Twister shenanigans and having to heal before the fight. Yeah, and other than these 2 parts, you played pretty close, I would say.
I feel like I personally had a pretty bad Sanctum in the first place, so Monster must have gotten really bad RNG then.
Yeah, the first phase of Soul Master went pretty bad as well. I lost a
8,000
lot,
hits
a
in
lot of
rounds.
time there as well.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say X lost time on the fight, but MonStahLer getting there was just tough. Like the Soul Master was just in your face like 3 times.
Soul Twister.
Yeah. If chat has any questions, otherwise I don't really know what. I don't know if I have any questions necessarily. Are you guys gonna change anything or practice at all for the main bracket, or are you just gonna chill, take a little break?
Well, I'm not planning to go like hard in practice or anything for that.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Same here.
I actually have a couple questions. First is like Ax, what was your King's Brand time, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh, yeah, I can open up my splits. Yeah.
Because it felt pretty clean, other than like a couple mishaps.
Yeah, the Hornet 2 fight was really good. It felt really good. Oh yeah, no, I didn't gold it. I golded Cyclone Slash apparently.
Cool.
But yeah, no golds.
What was the
Remember?
Cyclone Slash Gold? Did you pop me in that too?
I don't know. Looks like a barely nothing on the gold there. I can't exactly see the exact times without resetting the timer, but
Also, like MonStahLer, congrats on the second phase of Soul Master. Even though the Sanctum went like sideways, the second phase was just like very cool and clean.
Yeah, at least I got that. That was cool.
Also, we picked up many like small swag thingies, like your Crystal Peaks damage tank setup with like a spike pogo.
Wait, which one?
The
Oh,
way you go for the
before the
damage tank.
lasers. Oh yeah.
For the lasers. It's like very unique. Little like dash slash stalls here and there. We're really adding up to the swag. Fighting up the race.
I'm glad you enjoyed those, I guess.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Overall, it's just fun to watch good Hollow Knight play. So I was very excited just to come for that reason.
Yeah, for sure. And like on many places you got like absolutely the same RNG and like very close execution. Your like Watcher Knight fights were really similar like in spirit and what happened. The only difference is that Ax got like a roll at the very end, and MonStahLer got like a fake roll at the very end, which actually allowed for the little time save.
yeah, that was very demoralizing. When I had like a really good Watcher Knights fight until that point, and then the last guy just rolls to the other side and loses like 5 seconds. Also, I have to say that Lighthouse climb was a bit spooky for me.
Yeah.
For everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Just from missing like one pogo, siblings like instantly sense the fear and going like after you.
Yeah, if you make any mistakes there, just everything goes to chaos.
Also, like MonStahLer, do you feel like happy about your THK fight? Because your second phase after self-stab was absolutely like bonkers.
Well, yeah, after the stab phase it went pretty well, but before that I think I walked into THK's big forehead a few times. It was like okay-ish.
Mm-hmm. Do you like both have anything to say? And I'll quickly see if chat has any questions.
I'm still just like recovering from the adrenaline, to be honest.
Tira is asking, how do you feel about the fact that if someone hadn't gotten Reiki yesterday, I wonder who that was actually. You would have gotten it now.
Yeah, that is pretty funny to think that if I had just played a little worse yesterday, then I would have gotten a Reiki in a race.
And yeah, chat
ruined it.
Yeah.
Come on.
It seems like Chad
I'm
just
so
really
sorry.
Chad just really wants one thing really badly, but it's up to you whether to give it to them or not.
Uh-huh. What's that then?
Yeah, you probably know there's like one specific nail art that you can buy in this game. Chat really wants to know what its name.
Won't you be talking about the dash slash then, or?
Oh yeah, I guess the chat will will really be going crazy now.
Right.
But yeah, GG's to both of you. Seriously, like it's a tough race for both of you, and you're both going to be sick in the bracket.
Yeah. Congrats on getting both of you to top 16. We'll be really looking forward to your races.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the bracket phase. It's gonna be a good time, hopefully.
I guess I'll briefly kind of describe what's happening now. So this round of Swiss is going to be finishing up this Sunday, and then we're going to be taking probably a week break. And during that week break, we're going to run the tiebreaker for the last 2 spots in the top 16 bracket, based on people's records who are 3-2 currently at the end of the Swiss. After that, we don't want it to take forever, so we'll see how much we can squeeze in matches. If we could do 1 a week, that'd be cool, but obviously that's tough on people, so we will try that. Otherwise, it's just double elimination, and we'll go from there. No, to answer chat, nobody is out. This is just Swiss for placings, and if you did well enough, you qualify into top 16 bracket, and then that'll be double elimination.
And I see also like a lot of love for runners, so it's very, very cool to see chat being wholesome. Good job, chat.
Much love to chat as well.
Is Ax or myself first seed? Ax will be the first seed, because otherwise the seeding would just have Ax and MonStahLer playing each other again in like semis. So we're gonna make sure the matches are a little mixed up from the Swiss. Even if like what my opponent's set win percentage might be higher, like that doesn't matter. So yeah, everyone stay tuned to that. If you want to donate to the prize pool for someone like Ax or MonStahLer to win, you can do that. It is through Matcherino. If someone has a link on hand and could send it, that'd be cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find it.
Yeah, I definitely don't have it in like short.
Yes, I can't find it because I think it all got purged. So from the race announcements channel. But yeah, that's all from me. Sorry to take over for a second.
But yeah, so do you want to have like some final words before we wrap up?
I'm good, honestly.
GG's. Congrats on the win, Ax.
Yeah, GG again.
Yeah, okay, so thanks everybody for having us, and we'll be seeing you in like, next races. Stay tuned for the Hollow Knight All Skills tournament. And yeah, be sure to follow runners and show them support. Yeah, bye everyone.